decided to become a biologist because of the time that I spent with my family outdoors growing up, pursuing the species that we were all so passionate about in what I think to be some of the most beautiful places in southern New England. What I love about my job is that I get to focus on trying to preserve these places and the species that I care so much about in hopes that my kids and their kids get to enjoy it as much as I did growing up.
I love that I've found work where I'm always learning from the many awesome and dedicated people around me, both other staff and our many partners. And then I get to turn around and use what I've learned to help wildlife. I spend a lot of time reading too. Some of it's fascinating, some of it's pretty heavy. But all of it helps me keep on top of the science and policy, so I can do a better job of helping Rhode Islanders make better plans and decisions when it comes to choices that might impact species of greatest conservation need. And since everything really is connected, almost all our choices impact our wildlife in some way.
I love my job because I get to get people out in the outdoors and show them all the wonderful adventures waiting for them and the wonderful natural resources we have in the state of Rhode Island.
I love that my position with the Rhode Island DEM Division of Fish and Wildlife often allows me to get outside to survey for at-risk species of birds and insects. But my favorite part of my job is using that information to implement best management for those species. I'm fortunate to work with people across our state agency, throughout the Rhode Island community, and even folks from neighboring states, so that we may continue to enjoy the wildlife that help make Rhode Island such an incredible place to call home.
Working as a fisheries biologist, I am lucky enough to say I have my dream job. I get to combine my passion for fishing and the environment. Through my work as a biologist, I focus on protecting fish species of greatest conservation need and the habitats they rely on. Being able to make a difference and work in and around the water throughout much of the year makes my job exciting.
I feel like my job is a labor of love, a love for our state's unique places and beautiful wildlife. Aldo Leopold said, "Teach the student to see the land, understand what he sees, and enjoy what he understands." This has become my inspiration as I work to spread the word about our conservation work here in Rhode Island. There is a complex and beautiful world right outside your window, and it needs our help and care. I hope that by creating fun, memorable learning experiences for the public, I can inspire Rhode Islanders to appreciate our work, get involved, and enjoy the incredible creatures that call Rhode Island home.
I love my job with the Division of Fish and Wildlife because I get to help protect and restore wild spaces for wildlife and for future generations.
I'm more of the behind-the-scenes personnel for our hunting education and aquatic education office. Sometimes you'll catch me out in the field or at programs. My favorite part of my job is to promote hunting and fishing in a positive light and welcome newcomers to these activities.
All Rhode Islanders, including thousands of hunters, rely on us to properly manage wildlife resources so they persist through time while also allowing for sustainable use. Our work and decisions today not only ensure wildlife persists through time, but impact future generations' ability to enjoy wildlife and continue the hunting tradition in a responsible and sustainable manner. Knowing that our work ensures this is greatly rewarding.
Working with Rhode Island Fish and Wildlife gives me the opportunity to be able to handle wildlife and educate the public all across the state in the importance of the work that we do. I am grateful for the opportunities I have been given and the friends I have made.
My job is amazing. Not only do I get to work with like-minded people who respect wildlife for both its intrinsic value and its importance as a resource, but I also get to pass on this love and appreciation to future generations. Seeing the same brightness and wonder that I feel reflected in students' eyes as they learn how unique and amazing our local wildlife is gives me hope for the future of Rhode Island's natural resources.